sometimes we're a lot closer to people than we think we are. And it's that whole thing about like, there's that 6 degrees of separation. But actually, I think if you look on LinkedIn, it's sometimes 2 or 3 degrees, and you don't realize how close you are to people. And it's funny, with the start of this podcast, it very much came from reaching out to Dory Clark, who I didn't really know. I sent her a random email and she kindly replied. And then there was another person who I had as my second guest, Dr. Christian Bush. I saw one of his videos on YouTube, and then I randomly sent him an email on LinkedIn. He was like a second order connection, and then he replied. And I think it just shows that this whole idea of limiting beliefs. You don't think about it, just take action. And look, if it doesn't work, as long as you're polite and you're not being rude, there's no harm in reaching out to people. I mean, what do you think, Marguerite?
I totally agree with you. And the funny thing is that these people that we hold up, oh my gosh, Barack or Dory or someone else, I could never, they're human beings just like we are. And most of them are very gracious and do appreciate being reached out to and connected with, because they're humans. They want that human connection as well. So I absolutely agree with you. That being said, when we reach out, one of the things that stops us from reaching out is our fear of rejection. So we have to learn to reach out without attachment to the result. Just reach out. And as I said, there's a 50-50 chance the person will say yes, or the person may say no, and just move on. Or the person, or maybe just not yet. It may happen at another time. So for sure, but it does take a certain mindset around knowing that you can take action. And I have never found 6 degrees of separation. It's a fun game I play sometimes, sort of a parlor game. And it's at the most 3 or 4 degrees of separation.
Yeah,
to anyone that you want to meet.